Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Renee Boxing on the platform, where we simply discuss, critique, and analyze, and simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the Flash Lives, premieres of my videos such as this right now, tuning in real time, chatting away, commenting in the comment sections of the videos. Playback family, salute, man. Turn on those notification bells, I'm telling you, man, because we got some things coming, you know what I'm saying, as we, constantly do. Surprises from nowhere, so please, hit the notification bells. Everybody who has been supporting, I just, I can't, don't know how to describe my appreciation for each and every one of you, man. If you're new, tuning in, if you love the sport of boxing, this is a place for you. It's as simple as that, easy peasy. We don't complicate life, and we just chop it up, in a coherent fashion. So thank you guys so much. I hope this mic, I've been checking out this mic recently, and I kind of use different mics sometimes. And I hope it sounds okay, all right? So, man, I want to chop this up. Now, y'all know, first I guys talk about this, man. I got to break this down, you know what I'm saying? To lay a foundation introduction concerning this video and this content. As far as this video, you know what I'm saying? Like, you check out my channel, okay? I constantly say that because the proof is in the pudding, okay? I really don't talk about Mayweather anymore, okay? I mean, sometimes there's mentions of him here and there, and I must say, he was definitely one of my favorite fighters when he was fighting, you know what I'm saying? When he was really, just, pretty boy, and Money Mayweather also, you know what I'm saying? But when he started doing the, towards the end of his career, I wasn't really interested anymore, when he was towards the end of his career. But I really just don't talk about him anymore because he's not really active anymore, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he does exhibition fights and, these money fights. Of course, throughout his career, they've been money fights, but, like, there's a distinction, you know what I'm saying? There's a distinction here. We know the difference. So, first and foremost, man, I want to talk about this. I mean, it was funny. I really don't have time, you know what I'm saying? You already know me, and I don't have time. And when I do have time, sometimes I just flip through the channels. Like the other day, I was watching WWE, just a little bit of it. It's funny, you know what I'm saying? I laugh a little bit, but, this is the same case. I had some time. I had some extra time on my hands, and I saw this Floyd Mayweather versus whatever that dude's name was. I don't know these guys, okay? I really don't. And, there's just so many personalities when it comes to social media, and there are so many personalities when it comes to, movies, actors, the arts. I mean, there are many personalities. You could just go on and on when it comes to the arts. What I mean by the arts: music, musicians, singers, blah blah blah. There are so many I can't keep up, man. You know what I'm saying? Athletes. We're not even talking about athletes, you know what I'm saying? So, whoever this guy Floyd Mayweather fought, it was funny, okay? I had some time. I went back and saw it. It was funny, man. Since the first round, he was just playing around. Mayweather was just joking around, man. It reminded me of this is what I'm trying to get at here. And this is a thing. I got a couple points to talk about, and I'm gonna mix it all in. Okay, so like this is a thing. A lot of people are saying this, man, or some people out there at least, that Mayweather's destroying boxing because of these events. I don't think he is. Okay, I really don't. I mean, I understand though why people are saying that, because you got a lot of people that really don't know about boxing. They're casuals. And they see Mayweather and come out fighting this guy, Delji, whatever his name is, okay? All due respect, I don't know who he is. But, they see this and they're like, what is this? And, Mayweather was joking around in there in the ring, laughing, dancing. It was funny. I took it. That's how I took it. I think some people take it a little bit too seriously. That's the thing. That's the point I want to, bring out here. I think some people are just taking it a little bit too serious, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know me. And you know what this represents, man. This platform is a serious platform when it comes to the sport of boxing. We're no nonsense. I've heard other people, thanks to those who have been rocking with me and really shout me out, you know what I'm saying? They say I'm a no-nonsense guy, and that's what it is. No nonsense. We'll get right to the point. We love the sport. It is what it is. Take it as, as face value when it comes to this platform. And, I take it serious. I love the sport of boxing. But when it comes to these events, I know when not to take it serious. This event in particular, man, with Mayweather, and once he's been doing, and now he's going to keep doing more, apparently, it seems like. I heard there's talks to him, or there's something he's interested in fighting some other guy I never heard of in my life. So, I mean, it is what it is. I know when to not take these things serious. I don't take it serious, and I'm not even going to try to say that, oh, this is going to destroy boxing. Maybe I thought of it at first when the whole influencer thing came out. You know what I'm saying? When the whole influencer boxing came out with Logan Paul and KSI, I thought that was nonsense, you know what I'm saying? But then as time goes by, it's like, okay, I know where to rightly divide what is really, legacy fight, pro boxing. legacy event pro boxing and what is not, and what is prize fighting. For example, I mentioned this some time ago, like Tank Davis, what I'm saying? He's more of a prize fighter, because he's not taking any legacy fights. Let's just be factual there, okay? I love Tank though, man. I love watching him fight, but as of his opponents, there have been some nice opponents, but when it comes to the tip top and the fights we want to see him fight, the fighters we want to see him fight, he's not doing it. And I think that this is another point. I got to bring this out, man. I think this is where Mayweather, and I think this is where a lot of people say why Mayweather's kind of destroying the sport. Like I said, I got to reiterate this. I don't think he's destroying the sport. Definitely not. But he did bring that. He brought that, I guess, quote unquote blueprint, Floyd Pacquiao blueprint, Floyd blueprint, whatever they want to call it, when it comes to the business of the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Less risk, more reward. Now, that's the part that where I understand people are saying that, Floyd has destroyed the sport of boxing. He hasn't destroyed it, of course not. But this is where these young fighters get it twisted. Here we go. This is where these young fighters get it twisted. When, they get to a certain point in their degrees and they think they're Floyd. That's the problem. Because these young fighters don't have the maturity and they don't have the experience enough to understand that what Floyd did when he was pretty boy, that's what these fighters should do before even trying to consider to take fights, big money fights or prize fights, as Floyd did later in his career. Y'all see what I'm saying here? And that's the problem. That's one of the issues, at least when it comes to the sport of boxing. They look at money Floyd Mayweather towards the end of his career, and they get one notable fight in their resumes and they win, and all of a sudden they just, their head explodes like a freaking balloon. It blows up like a balloon and they think they're like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even run through divisions. They're not even close to multi-divisional champs. Some are, but it's not common. You know what I'm saying? And they think they're Floyd. And the names they fought aren't even close to being competitive fighters. Competitive, skilled fighters according to their skill set. You see, now that is a problem. That is a problem. I mean, going back to that though, this event with Floyd Mayweather, you know what I'm saying? I think it was funny. It was funny. I was laughing, watching him dance in between. I was laughing throughout the fight, man. I was chuckling throughout the fight. I was like, man, this is funny. This is funny. You go, and I know a lot of you guys probably like, man, that was stupid. I don't want to see that. I understand. And I thought that for a minute too. I was like, I ain't gonna see that, but I had some time to kill. Miraculously, I had some time to kill. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch this Floyd fight and see how he. It was funny, man. He was just joking around. He was having fun. And like I said, I don't doubt. I pushed a video some time ago recently when it came to, I think it was before, in the lead up to the Shakur and Conceição fight. I talked about how Tank ain't gonna fight Shakur soon, because I'm sure that I said this and I'm gonna say it now again. I'm sure that Ellerby and Mayweather, they have been whispering or telling Tank, whispering in his ear, saying, "Hey man, take the less risky fights. The fans aren't gonna be there for you when you don't want to be brain dead. You don't want to have no health issues when you retire. When you want to look for your kids, you want to look for your grandkids. You know what I'm saying? So take these less risky fights." Put butts in the seats. We'll keep marketing for you. Don't worry about it. You just keep knocking these guys out. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why Tank hasn't been fighting these fights that we want to see. You know what I'm saying? And getting back to that, what I was saying a moment ago, I think that's one of the issues here, man. I think that's one of the issues, and I understand why people say, Floyd, he's destroying the sport, but I don't think he's not destroying the sport. No, because like I said, man, I've said this time and time again. It just depends what you're focused on, you know what I'm saying? And there have been many fights, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even want to start with this year. There have been many great fights this year in 2022. Spence and Bud, oh well, but there have been many fights, man. And 2021 as well, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm enjoying the ride. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying the ride. And then, I see it as that, man, a whole WWE thing. It looks like it's getting to that point, which is kind of sad, but at the same time, you got to know what to, how to distinguish these kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? The real from the, I don't want to say the fake, because I guess this is what, I don't even know. Was this considered a pro fight? If so, I mean, whatever, because they didn't have the headgear and stuff like that. I understand they were exhibition fight. This was an exhibition fight with Floyd and whatever that dude's name was. So, we just got to understand the difference. Now, I think where it does get kind of silly, is when, if I'm not mistaken, Tommy Fury, right? He was in the event, in the undercard. He fought some guy. I used to like Tommy Fury when he was really started in the sport. A couple fights in, I really had my eye on him. I really thought he was going to do something in the sport, but now, especially what I saw after this, Jake Paul ringside, and then John Fury coming out taking his shirt off, that was more like a definite WWE thing, and I understand. That's what I'm saying. I understand why people think that these kinds of events, not just Floyd, but these kinds of events are kind of destroyed. You just had Hatton, you know what I'm saying? Legend, you know what I'm saying? British fighter, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I don't go way too back, but Floyd Mayweather rocked him, back when he was fighting, you know what I'm saying? But Hatton had recently, an exhibition fight, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's where I think it's getting kind of out of hand. I really do, you know what I'm saying? But it's more of a WWE thing for me. That's what I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen. I think Tommy Fury's dad, Tyson Fury's dad, I think his name is John Fury, I don't know. He has a loud mouth, man. I mean, he's perfect for this kind of stuff, for these kinds of events. Taking his shirt off and, yelling at Jake Paul or whatever, it was silly. It was really silly. I was like, man, this is a clown show right here. This is a circus. Big time circus. We know that. I mean, Tommy Fury ain't gonna fight Jake Paul anytime soon. I mean, we know that. And that was a legitimate fight for Jake Paul to have. But don't blame Jake Paul, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I've been saying this since the get-go. Ever since the Jake Paul and freaking Tommy Fury was announced first, when we thought it was actually really gonna go down, I gave my credit to Jake Paul, man. You know what I'm saying? And we all know what happened after that. So don't look at Jake Paul like he's the one to blame for that fight not going down. Tommy Fury's the one who's to blame. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. And that's a whole show right there. That really is a whole show. So, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not taking all this stuff so serious. It's just an entertainment thing. That's all it is. And Floyd, he's going to keep getting his money. You know what I'm saying? He's going to, and I got to reiterate this one more time. Please listen to this. I'm going to reiterate it, but say it in a different sense. You know what I'm saying? A different light. Floyd, here we go. Floyd deserved that spot, man. He deserves the spot he's in, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the problem. These young fighters out here, these young champs, they haven't deserved that spot yet. And also, it was a different time. You know what I'm saying? We just had Mrs. Lowe up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Correspondent to Behind the Gloves. She does a whole lot of things in the sport, for the sport of boxing. And she was on the channel recently. We had a talk with her. It was a great show. You check it out on the channel. And she said that, the time period that Floyd was in, it was just the perfect timing for him to market and to make the big bucks, to make the big money fights. And it just is what it is. We're probably not in that era anymore. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these fighters, that's the problem. They think that, they're not even close because they're not even taking big risk fights. And I personally think, and I know that people can go back to Floyd's record, man, and, they can break down his resume and say he was cherry picking and stuff like that. I don't know. But, I do give my respect to Floyd and his general pro boxing career. And that's where a lot of fans nowadays, check us out, ladies and gentlemen. This is where a lot of fans nowadays, they go overboard with Floyd, and they're saying that, ranting and raving. Floyd, you're destroying the sport of boxing. You suck with these events. You're giving the sport of boxing a black eye. But he deserved that spot, ladies and gentlemen. Floyd Mayweather, he deserved that spot. I don't necessarily say I really look for these events, but they're laughable to me. It's entertainment. It makes me laugh. And I look at Floyd in that ring and I'm like, hey man, he deserved that spot. He definitely did, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget Pretty Boy, what he did all those years. Remember his quote, man. And I love it and I apply it to my life. This is why I love the sport of boxing, you know what I'm saying? I pay attention to what fighters say and I apply it to my life, definitely. He said, hard work, dedication. Hard work and dedication got him to where he is now, man, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the issue. Sounds like I'm repeating myself, but I can't say enough. A lot of these young fighters, they don't want to put in that hard work and dedication for years. Not just coming up and all of a sudden they get a belt and then their best thing since sliced bread, and now they think they can go and fight a freaking YouTuber and think they're going to make a pull in a lot of fans when a lot of people don't even know who the heck they are because they didn't put in that work like Floyd did. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So I see Floyd, man, and I was like, hey, I respect what, he's making money. He's doing his exhibition fights. He deserves, he's reaping the you know what I'm saying? The benefits of all those years of hard work that he put in, you know? And I know how to distinguish these things, it's just fun and games, you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. He was showing the world that, ladies and gentlemen. Floyd was showing the world that when he was, fighting this guy, whatever his name is, and whatever these names are he's going against in these exhibition fights, because I don't watch them really. This is like the first one I've seen since Conor McGregor, I think, or that, that Asian other kid. I don't know, man. I don't know. But he's showing it in these fights. It's just fun and games, man. It's entertainment. It's entertainment, exhibition entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take it so serious, man. It's just laughable. It's fun. It's fun to watch. And I obviously take a lot more serious these real fights that are going down. You know what I'm saying? The other divisions, heck yeah, man. I'm enjoying it. But as far as this, I know where to draw the line. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think, man? Please comment in the comment section. Do you think this is destroying the sport of boxing? I don't think so, man. No way. No way. But these young fighters, they got to know, where to draw the line as well. They got to know, you know what I'm saying? They got to put in that hard work and dedication and find legacy. Go for legacy and accomplish legacy. And then you can maybe kind of close to where Mayweather is, you know what I'm saying? So that later in the future you can do other things. But, it is what it is, man. Renee Boxing platform. We simply discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. And hey, anybody want to support via Cash App? You can. $ Renee Boxing. Cash App, $ Renee Boxing. And everybody who has supported there, man, you guys are all awesome. Man, I appreciate y'all. Peace out.